Who all is here? Let me just check real quick before we. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the Satsang. Today is June 2nd, and our topic is values. What is value? We're going to explore what is value, the person's principles, standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. Please, one of the homeworks was to kind of write what is important to you, what are your principles, and what's important to you, as well as your parents too. And then we're going to also ask Deepakanandji, Swami Deepakanandji, to continue and explore the values that are defined by Dadaji as well. So you will get a good like a well-rounded satsang on values. So please, feel free to enter and please feel free to discuss what's important to you, what are your values. And I wanted to open the floor, and then we can also have Deepakanandji explain it in further detail, any questions that you have. So please feel free to bring your questions as well. Before we start with the values satsang, we're going to start with the 9 diamonds. Is anyone ready to say the first of the 9 diamonds?
I'll say it.
Sure, go ahead.
We must start with 3 mantra first, I believe.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's start with 3 mantra, shall we?
Oh, yes.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Vishwanam. Namo Ayasiyanam. Namo Sayanam. Namo
Loeshanahunam. Eso Kanchanamuktaru. Sarvabhavanasam.
Mangalam. Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand. Okay, so somebody already mentioned that they wanted to start with the 9 diamonds. Can you say your name, please?
Arihan.
Hi, Arihan.
Hi. Oh, Dada Bhagwan, may you bless me with such an infinite inner strength as would restrain me from hurting, causing someone to hurt, or supporting someone's hurting, even feeling slightly the ego of any living being.
Okay, very good. And what about, who wants to say the second one? Are we ready?
Oh, Dada Bhagwan, please bless me with such infinite inner strength as to restrain me from hurting or causing someone to hurt, or supporting someone hurting, even slightly, the authenticity of any relations.
Okay, very good. Can we do priceless diamond number 3? Yashvi?
Yeah.
You wanna say number 3?
Yeah. 1 minute.
Sure.
No. Can I say the 4th one?
Yeah, go ahead. Is this Mira? What was your name?
Oh no, that was Yashvi. I was saying
okay. Yeah, who wants to say the 3rd one? We're on number 3, so then Yashvi can say number 4.
I'll say number 3.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Dada Bhagwan, please bless me with such an infinite inner strength as not to say bad things or show disrespect to teachers, preachers, monks, nuns, or anyone you learn from.
Very good. And number 4, priceless diamond, please. Yashvi's not ready. Is Sohil or Krish?
I can do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Please bless me with such an infinite inner strength as not to dislike or hate anyone.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say the fifth one.
Okay, go ahead, Yashvi.
Dearest Dada Bhagwan, give me the infinite inner strength not to speak, nor cause someone to speak, nor provoke anyone to speak any harsh or hurtful language towards any living being, even to the slightest extent.
Okay, very good. And what about the number 6? Who wants to say number 6? Is that Shivam?
No.
You ready?
No.
Okay. Who wants to say number 6? Do you want to say it, Nitya?
Make sure you say it.
And then Shivam will be ready for number 7.
What number? Never
Go
mind.
ahead.
Okay.
Oh, Dada Bhagwan, please bless me with such infinite inner strength as would restrain me from committing carnal deeds, desires, gestures, or causing someone to commit them, or support someone from committing them in any living being, be it of any gender, masculine,
Feminine,
feminine,
or
and
neutral.
nurturing.
Please bless
Me
me.
with such infinite strength is keeping me forever free from the cobweb of Cupid.
Okay, very good. And number 7? Shivam, are you ready for number 7?
Excuse me. I don't have it. I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Anyone else that hasn't spoken yet?
I'll say it.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Dino.
Oh, Dada Bhagwan, may you bless me with an infinite inner strength of controlling my temptation of regaling in any relish or flavor of food.
Okay, very good. And number 8? Does your brother want to say it?
Sure.
Go ahead. Number 8, please.
Oh, Dada Bhagwan, may you bless me with such an infinite inner strength as would restrain me from false, defamatory utterance, misdeed, or misconduct, causing someone to do so or supporting someone doing so, to any creature directly or indirectly, living or dead.
Okay, very good. And number 9, the last one. You want to say number 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Dada Bhagwan, please bless me with such infinite inner strength to be for being instrumental in establishing real well-being of the world.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now that we've finished the 9 priceless diamonds, we're gonna turn it over to Swami Deepakanandji to introduce values satsang and begin with the values satsang, and then we can open the floor for questions related to values.
Thank you so much. And I'm very happy and very glad also you did the 9 diamonds. So as it was said by Rajni uncle about the values, I have modified little bit and added little more. A person's ethics, a person's philosophy, a person's principles or standards of behavior, his judgment of what is important in life for his personal happiness, freedom, and peace, and socially, that is collectively the same, that is happiness, peace, and freedom for the society, and ultimately for a perfectly healthy ecosystem that is our Mother Nature. So these values play a very important role in our life, and they are like guiding principles or guiding ethics, guiding philosophy, guiding standards of our life, which will help us perfectly perform in the society leading us to happiness, peace, and freedom. We will try to see what is the dictionary meaning of value. Immediately, the moment we talk about value, we value the money. It relates to the amount of money, the material worth of anything. But that is not anything. That is not everything. Just to have material worth of anything is not all that we see. We have to see the worth in usefulness or importance to the possessor of these values in terms of utility and merit. We will try to see your values in relation to education. How important is education for you? Can anybody say that?
Very important.
Very important.
Very important.
I am very happy to to know that. I will tell my story afterwards about education, but that's what. So you all believe that education is a very important aspect of our life. We must value that.
Yes.
Okay. How about your health?
Yes, very important.
Is it okay if your health is okay in the sense you have to be perfectly healthy?
No.
No.
You have to be perfectly healthy?
No, you can.
Do you have to be healthy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. If you're not healthy, you cannot do anything. So you must have a high value for your health.
Yeah.
Now let us understand. Uh, when we talk about health, it is not just physical. And when we talk about physical health, it is like freedom from pain. You are free from pain. That is considered as your physical health. You're physically okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to be emotionally healthy also?
Yes.
Yes.
See, do you have emotions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So one is considered emotionally healthy when he has a state of well-being which is free from passion. Now, passion is good, but we are talking about the passion like when someone is free from anger, pride, possessiveness, selfishness,
Yeah.
greed, likes and dislikes. And when someone is free from these kind of passion to do something, to have something is something good. But freedom from such kind of passions like anger, pride, possessiveness, greed, likes and dislikes, this results in a very lively state of peace and calmness.
Right.
And that's what we say as emotionally healthy. And we have to really focus on that because in our life, there we come across several occasions when we are uh, we get affected. You people get affected by that.
Yeah.
You never get angry, do you?
Yes.
We all
Yes. Yes. Yes.
My God, Nitya, you seem to get angry more, but you're smiling now. Maybe you get mad with your sister.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
So we have to understand certain things. The way you have grown from younger age to this age, your sister is also growing, and you have to think how your mother handled you when you were small, like your sister. Did she also was to get mad on you? So that's what. So emotional health has a very high value because that when you're disturbed emotionally, you cannot play, you cannot read, you're not okay. So we will see how we can take care of emotional health. Okay, let's go further. Further, we call you have to be mentally healthy. The mental health, mental fitness is considered based on your freedom from selfishness. I believe you guys are not selfish. Are you?
No.
No.
No, never. You always you care for others, you share all your stuff with others. Is that so?
Yeah.
Nitya is thinking now. He is smiling. Never mind. You know, the wonderful aspect of our understanding is we understand our mistakes. We recognize our mistakes and we don't support them. We want to come out of those mistakes because we want to be happy. We want to be successful. And that is the reason we must know and be open to ourselves. Okay, further. So it is said when someone is physically, emotionally, and mentally healthy, then we are truly healthy. So it is eventually it is combination of love, compassion, and wisdom of right understanding, which will keep you physically, emotionally, and mentally healthy. You know, I understand that in America, people are very conscious about their health, so they keep doing physical activities. And it is said that when you do any physical activity, you become mentally also strong and so also emotionally. Okay, let us go further. How about food, value of food?
I am
What is the value of food?
very high.
Yes. So, can someone say the seventh code of conduct once again? So, we just want to recollect what value Dada has given in the food matter.
Oh, Dada Bhagwan.
Lift
Oh,
it up.
oh, Dada Bhagwan.
No, wait, that's
Oh,
not.
Dada Bhagwan. No.
That's not that. It's not food. Food. He's asking that.
Oh, Dada Bhagwan, please bless me with such infinite inner strength to control my temptation of re-
Regaling.
regaling any relish or flavored food. Please bless me with an infinite inner strength of taking well balanced, wholesome food.
So, what it says, food is a very important aspect of our life. It's like your car is working only if it has gas, and you have to put the right kind of gas. And if you don't put the right kind of gas and sufficient gas, your car will not move. So, this physical body needs food for its existence and working. So, very well, it is said that eat natural, wholesome, homemade vegetarian food of all the six tastes in balance. Does somebody know all the six tastes?
Sour, sweet,
Then,
bitter,
What else? Salty.
salty, spicy.
okay, so let me finish.
How many did you get?
The highest in the rung is bitter. You guys like bitter food?
No.
No.
Yeah.
But
I kind of do.
the bitter stuff, the bitter food, they act like antibiotic in our body. They help you fight diseases. So even if you don't like, eat with other stuff. So bitterness in our body, the taste part will take care of our health better. There's pungent part, that's what you eat, the red chilies. You put a lot in pizza and all that stuff, isn't it so? Pungent?
Yeah.
That,
No,
that,
no, 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 no.
that makes you think and makes you sharp. What you need, the third one is astringent. That is, uh, when we eat those dal with the wheat, you know, I mean, with the rice, dal and rice we eat.
Yeah.
So that astringent, because our food should move in the body, it provides aeration in the body.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, further sour. That sour taste gives you strength. That's why, you know, all this sour drink, the sports drink, what you have,
Yeah.
it is sour in taste. Further, salt. You need minerals, so salt is also important. And then sweet. So too much of sweet is bad, but so it is said that too much of salt and sweet you should avoid because
It's
you
not
get from the rest of your food. So you must have a very high value for your food.
Yeah.
Okay. How about valuing the quality of thankfulness, that is, being thankful, having gratitude for all the things you have received in your life, having appreciation for the same? Is it important? Gratitude and appreciation, how much do you value that?
A lot.
Very much.
Just imagine the help, the care you receive from your parents, especially from your parents, the things you learn from your teachers. Do you think you need to thank them? They don't need that, but you know, it opens a good quality of humility within us. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, being thankful in life for all the help and support you have received from people, especially your parents, and appreciating that. Okay? So, value of gratitude and appreciation. Okay, further, how important are the virtues?
The virtues are very important.
Yes, so you know the best of the virtues what Dada has given us is these 9 diamonds. And I believe that uh, every time uh, each and every kid should keep this 9 diamond ready,
Yeah.
either on your phone or as a hard copy paper.
Okay.
Else, we will send those 9 diamonds every time so that it is always ready for your reference. Do you know about etiquette?
Yes.
Although etiquette is more worldly, but what truly it says, it tells you what to do, what to say, how to say, and when. I'll repeat. Etiquette means what to do, what to say, and how to say, and when. When you should do what. So that is what is etiquette, what it means in different situations of your life. Although you will eventually learn as you pass through different situations in your life, but those are the things which is needed, and it really helps you perform. And this is needed for our survival in the society. Now we will try to see the values defined by Dada Bhagwan in his holistic science of life and living. Dada Bhagwan values what he has given. He makes us holistic. Holistic means complete. So, and the primary purpose of the values given by Dada Bhagwan is we remain happy, we remain peaceful, and we enjoy freedom with our own self and dealing with others. So, socially also, we become perfect. Okay. What is important is, are we normal?
No.
Ah, I'm very happy you understand that. So, Dada has said, normality is the very essence of life. So, we must value normality at the highest level because normality finally leads us to inner peace, happiness, and freedom. And finally, it helps us liberate. So, normality in itself is a very big subject. We can take it individually, but all these are like thumb rule so that we understand that whenever we are not normal, we are not healthy, we are losing a major value of our life. And that's where we are going wrong, which will lead us to suffer. You all want to be happy?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, that's why we do everything. You have your wonderful haircut because you feel you are happy with that. So here we want to understand that normality is the very essence of life. Now, one more thing, let's go further. Do you want to receive help from others?
Yeah.
But you know the law of nature? The law of nature says if you want help from others, you must help others. Are you guys helpful to others?
Yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes there can be some problems, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So here, you know what Dada has said? You decide from within. You make a decision for yourself. I will remain obliging and helpful to others. And when you decide, it will happen. It will eventually happen. But if you don't decide, then it will not happen. For example, you decided to join this satsang today. That's why you are in the satsang. There are others, for some reason, they could not attend. So they could not decide. Although they decided they want to be in the satsang like this, but that is where. So our decision is very important. So here, what Dada says, his value of obliging and helping others. You make a decision inside that I want to be obliging and helpful to others. Then you will get all the help from the world outside when you need them. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let us go further. What is the importance of sincerity in your life? Sincerity means whatever you have decided, you perform, you finish that sincerely without compromising.
What does sincerity mean?
That's
Sohail,
what.
Sohail, Chris,
Yeah.
what does sincerity mean?
Um,
About Sia?
This.
it's like when someone's like kind of nice to you in a genuine way. Like, they're nice to you, but they genuinely be nice to you because they like you as a person, not want to use you. That's kind of being sincere.
Can you talk a little bit loudly? Sorry.
Sincerity is like when someone's being nice to you, but in a genuine way.
How do you reflect sincerity to yourself? What do you mean it is sincerely for you? What does it mean?
Um, it's like, can you repeat the question?
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, what does sincerity mean to you?
Oh, to me, it means like being nice to people and being nice and being genuine to them and liking them for who they are.
Yeah, genuineness.
That's excellent. Yeah, that means you are true to yourself. See, thing is, it's
Honest.
true to yourself. How about Sia? What does sincerity mean to you, Sia? You are mute. You're mute, Sia.
It means like being honest without like having to think about it.
Excellent. So let us look at it. Are we honest all the time?
No.
So is it good or bad?
Bad.
So what should we do? We understand we are not good all the time. We are not honest all the time. We are not truthful all the time. So what should we do? Should we become sincere, or is it okay to be sincere sometimes?
What do you think?
We should become sincere.
Yeah. And so how can we become sincere?
By liking somebody for who they are.
Yes. No, but
Honest.
sometimes you don't like it, so what are you going to do?
You have to be honest.
Yeah. So, but to imbibe this in everyday life, what can you do to be sincere?
You can try to stay true to one another, and like if somebody you don't like, you obviously can't just say like, oh, I don't like you. You have to try to be honest, and even if you don't like them, still like be nice to them and still try to stay a true person.
Good. Well, what I think what we want to do is, we want to, in the morning or evening, whatever, we need to tell Dada inside you, Dada, I'm not sincere all the time. Please give me strength to be sincere all the time. Because to be sincere, you'll be successful, you'll be honest. When you're honest with somebody, the other person will be honest. If you're not sincere with yourself, other person will not be sincere. So you won't be able to do your work. Deepakanandji, can you expound more on that?
Exactly. Here, what Dada has given, he has revealed the science of happening. What he has said, whatever you decide is going to happen. So if something is not happening, don't get disappointed. You make a decision today that, yes, I want to do it. I want to be honest. I want to be truthful to myself. And then wherever you are dishonest, wherever you're not truthful to yourself, it will caution you from inside and you will correct yourself, right? So being sincere is very important. It's one of the very important pillar of values. The second part is morality. You need to be moral in your life. Now let us see what the Dada said about morality. Morality is using means you have earned, rightfully accumulated for yourself and for helping others. Did everyone get that? Using means you have earned, rightfully accumulated for yourself. And when you are sincere, you will earn everything because your sincerity is going to pay you with abundance. And you use only those stuff what you have earned sincerely, and that's how it will make you moral. So it is said, someone who is sincere will become moral. And when you become moral, it makes you very strong from inside. The third part of Dada's value is purity. He has defined purity very simply by not hurting anyone through our thought, speech, and action. So these value of sincerity, morality, and purity will take you to the top of the world. And it is said, everything, your whole life gets covered in these three words. These are not just words, these three qualities, these three values of sincerity, morality, and purity. When you don't want to hurt anyone, then nobody in this world can hurt you. And I believe you all want to be happy. You don't want to get hurt. And when you decide not to hurt anyone, it's a very strong virtue, it's a very strong value you have in life for your own happiness, peace, and freedom. Further, it is said, I believe you don't have any weaknesses. Do you? Do you have any weaknesses? I don't believe you guys are very good, wonderful, hardworking, obedient children. Are you? Or you
Yeah.
also have some weaknesses?
We have some.
We have some weaknesses.
Okay, so you don't have to, not necessarily you have to tell your mom and dad, but if you tell your weaknesses to your mom and dad, I believe they will definitely help you, guide you, come out of it. But it is said for your own personal progress and personal health, write your weaknesses for your own self in a special journal. Can you do that?
Yes.
You don't have to tell anyone, but when you write for yourself your weaknesses, it will keep biting you, it will keep reminding you that, hey, I have that weakness.
Yeah.
At the same time, on the opposite side, you write your strengths. What are you good at? See, you all guys have goodness and weaknesses both. Okay, Reddy uncle, what is it, please?
Oh, I have a question. You made a very good comment. Strength. So, what is just each one of tell one strength you have.
Oh, yeah, wonderful. Yes. Can you elaborate just one strength?
Just one strength.
Even if you're good at sports is your strength, you're good at your any one of the values what we discussed.
You like to help somebody, that's also strength. Go ahead.
I'm smart. I'm smart.
Okay.
Good.
Next.
Yes.
I'll go. What about you?
Sharpness. Focusness.
Go ahead.
Nitya, what is it?
What is your strength?
My strength is smartness, focusedness, and
Okay. Shivam.
My strength is that I'm smart.
What?
Oh my god.
I am smart. Everyone is smart.
Okay. How about Sia? Sia and Arihan. What's your strength, Sia?
Sports and smartness.
And what?
Smartness. Sports
Smart.
and smartness.
Okay. How about Sia?
Grades in school.
Oh, excellent.
My strength is I'm good at basketball.
Good at basketball. Okay.
Hey, Mox, what is it?
Good at baseball.
Oh, you're good at baseball.
Okay.
Good at baseball.
b-ball.
Right. So when you write your strengths, then you all have said more or less that you are all smart guys. There's no doubt you're not, you all are smart. But whenever you go wrong, then it will caution you from inside that, hey, you're doing something wrong. Because you are smart, you want to be smarter than what you are today. So when you write down, then it will help you a lot. So what it says, when we have decided our values, and like on daily basis, you keep reminding yourself, then what happens? You're always alert. You remain mindful about your values, your principles, your standards, your philosophy, and naturally, every time you cross those boundaries of your values, you are going to correct yourself, or you're going to leave it like that. What is it? When you cross the boundaries of your values, because you have decided firmly you want to be sincere to your values, every time you cross those boundaries, you make mistakes, you're going to correct yourself, resolve, and reinforce your value that I want to stick on to my values, right?
Right.
Speak so clearly.
Yes, please.
Oh, I was very happy to hear everybody smart, and I think everybody is excellent in school. But I have one question: How at home, how do you use smartness in home? School, you are expert, you get A grades and all that. But how about in school? I mean, at home.
How do you do
By doing the homework.
By doing what?
By doing our homework.
Okay. That's related to school, okay? Somebody else?
By doing Satsang.
Okay.
That's good.
Good. How about Shia and Arihant, Moksh?
By respecting your parents.
Oh, excellent. Who said that? Who said that?
That was
Arihant. How about Shia?
By helping do things around the house.
Excellent. How about Moksh and
Ishan, they are muted. Hey, Moksh or Ishan, say something.
Playing games on your iPad or something, you should research stuff.
I didn't get it. Deepakanandji?
No, even I didn't get it.
Instead of playing games, you should research like cool stuff, and you should learn more.
Right.
Excellent.
To improve your game.
Excellent. Anybody else? Yeah, see, this is, we need to think while you're on vacation, think. Where smartness in school we understand, but where else you are smarter, you're behaving proper, smarter, all that stuff. So that is, you really, then you'll know how good person you are. Okay, Deepakanandji?
Okay. So your values in life are really the guiding factor of your goal achievement and must be pursued sincerely. As we have said, when you are sincere and you pursue your values, then every time you commit those mistakes, then you correct them and resolve so that you remain mindful. Further, these values are ultimately going to build your character, what you are as a person. And that's how it is going to open up your personality, who and what you are. And that's what you all want, I believe. Right? So these values, I repeat, these values are going to build your character, a very strong character, and is going to make you a great person, as a great individual, eventually building a wonderful personality, right? So that's how you'll be identifying who and what you are. So I will switch on to my values. some of my values which I strictly followed and nurtured, supported all my life, and I do it today also. Number one, I believe that you are nothing without your values. You are nothing without your principles, without your ethics. So as far as possible, I never compromised my values. And every time, so mistakes are bound to occur. But then what used to happen, it used to hurt me a lot whenever I committed mistakes. And because of that inner burning, I always got solution to my problems. So it was decided that whatever I do, I'll do it sincerely. It is said that there is always room at the top. Do you understand that? There is always room at the top.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
The top is always free. There is only one person at the top. But we have to understand that who is at the top. One who is sincere, one who is moral, one who is pure is on the top. So that room is always vacant because people always compromise. And we should never let that happen. So further, I always believed, come what may, you must perform. I must perform. I cannot give any excuses. No stray excuses is allowed. Can you allow excuses for your failures?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Nitya, do you listen properly? How can you compromise? No compromise. You have to perform. No excuses. So this is how it's going to make you perfect. So again, identify your weaknesses and always remain very alert. I always try to identify my weaknesses. Okay, Rajni Uncle, what is it?
Can I share my values?
Okay, I'll just finish mine.
Okay.
Then that's better because then again in the middle I had to go through. So I had said to myself, never succumb to your weaknesses. Never give up to your weaknesses. Always fight. You know why? Dada has said you are wholly and solely responsible for yourself. I cannot give excuse my parents didn't support me. I cannot give any excuse because I am responsible for myself. Okay, further, this was an important thing. During my childhood, I heard of clashes and fights for family property issues, which is even today it is there. So at that time, I had consistently decided every morning before going to bath not to depend on or even fight for family property and always stay away from it. Come what may. And I got the result today. After my 9th grade, I had decided to focus and study well to finish my professional education. I could easily finish my electrical engineering. And this is the final one, what is very important. We must pursue humility sincerely, because humility will take you to, sincerely, when you follow humility, it will take you to top of morality. And that is our supreme Godhood state of Dada Bhagwan. And we are trying, we are working hard for that. So it is said, remember, it is now or never. Sincerely stick on to your values and keep updating them as needed because they will take you to the top of the world. That is your total freedom. Okay, Rajni Uncle.
Okay, guys, I will share. Mines are very simple. Work hard, to study hard. Even I study right now. I still do study, believe it or not. Help others, to be very positive all the time, be happy, and pray 3 mantra and 9 chords of diamonds 3 times a day. Be sincere and moral. So that is why I am what I am today. I just wanted to share you. This is very simple. I can go more, but this is very simple so you can understand this simplicity.
Okay, shall we go further? Anybody? So what is important? Remember, it is now or never. Sincerely stick on to your values. Make a very firm decision because you are only responsible for yourself. It will definitely take you to the top of the world. That's your freedom. And you must have your personal values for your own safety, progress, and character building. So, importance of personal values. Secondly, very important is your family and social values. They are traditional or cultural values that are passed from generations you get from your parents. So you must listen to them. Nitya, I believe you are listening to your parents. You're a very smart guy. Smart guys don't need to be told, but that's what your family values are also important because today the state of every family in the world overall is really bad, extremely bad, and for which we must understand our responsibility and have a good traditional and cultural value towards our family. So, further, we can say the third one is professional values. That's not applicable to you in the moment, but then it is more related to work and business. But here, what you must learn is these values, what Dada Bhagwan has given. You continue doing your three mantra as Rajni uncle has said, sincerely, the 9 diamond 3 times. And the family values, what you are taught from your parents. Any questions? Please come forward.
No.
I understand it was a little high. Yes, please, Nitya.
What if being honest brings somebody else pain?
I didn't get, please come again.
One of the values that he said was honesty, right? So he's asking, what if honesty brings somebody else pain?
Honesty can bring pain, but normally that is finally it will give peace and happiness. The final result is always good, it is always best. While in the process it can happen due to misunderstanding, because of struggle, because of efforts, it can happen. But honesty always pays you in the long run. Did you listen, Nitya? Yes.
Is honesty a bad thing or a good thing? What do you think?
Good thing.
Okay.
If you, let us look at some example. If you are not honest with your parents, okay, today, or you are not honest with your parent, but after 2-3 hours, don't they find out what you did wrong, and then you get punishment, or your parents are unhappy? So is it better to be that way, or upfront be honest?
Upfront honest.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, 3 mantra bola.
Any question, or we close the session over here? Dimple, would you like to wrap up, please?
Sure. Today's satsang, like we said, mentioned, it was based on values, ethics. We learned that not only is their education is one of the foremost values at this age, we want to first educate ourselves very well. Health values are very important. Emotional health is particularly particularly very important because that drives the whole, what we do and how we do it. Along with emotional health, food value, physical health is very important as well, because if we're not healthy physically, we learned that we won't be able to do anything emotionally or mentally health wise. And then we also mentioned how gratitude and appreciation is also very important. It's important to tell your parents, even though, yeah, you think, okay, they know I thank them all the time, or I appreciate them, they know, but sometimes it's important to tell them. Similarly, important for the parents to tell their kids, right, Nitya, that I thank you, right? And then also the 9 diamonds is very, very important. And I think it's a very good idea that we all keep, like a self-help little, laminated maybe version of the priceless diamonds, because that's very important. That drives everything. Etiquette is also that we learned is very important, because the speech, what we communicate with others, how to do it, when to do it, and what to say to others is very important. And I think sincerity, morality, and purity, one of the 3 pillars basically of the whole emotional and mental well-being, is also going to help with our goals in the future, right? Because if you
For building character and personality.
become a professional, if you have professional correct, for building good character, good personality, increase positivity inside and outside, and that's very important, and it helps us all to achieve our goals. Making good decisions, like for example, in the example that we have is that choosing to do satsang, whereas I could have gone to go play, right? Playing is fun and it's important, but also satsang is important too. You have to make strengths and weaknesses. That's something that we should probably practice as well. I think I want to work with Nitya definitely on identifying that. And it helps also yourself, because then you know what
We're getting disconnected in between.
Lost her.
I don't think did you? I think you missed the.
Yeah, you're okay.
Food values?
I did mention food value. Okay. Do we want to start with 3-monther now?
Yeah.
To end? Did anyone? Yeah. We're gonna say it together, right? Let's say it together.
Right.
Okay.
Let's say it together.
Namo Vitragai. Namo Arihantam. Namo Siddharam. Namo Aryariyanam. Namo Vasayaram. Namo Loy
Eso
Mangalam cha Savetim Paramam Havai. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai.
Jai Satchidanand.